Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 Sweden. So in this episode I want to focus on developing our cities as much as possible. We'll still found two more cities, but that's where we're gonna stop. And as I said, focus on our cities. We need to grow them. We need to get more production. And once we are done with that, we will focus a little bit on science. I changed the order at which we'll be researching tags. I decided to give up on engineering, or on the Great Wall specifically. Someone already has access to engineering when we check the cost of the tag. There is probably one AI that has access to it. We are still almost 30 turns away from the tag, plus then the time we need to build the wonder. So let's say, I don't know, 35 to 40 turns away from the Great Wall. Depends on when we would get an engineer, how much that would help with the wonder. But it's still a pretty long time. And I don't think, since someone already has access to it, that we have a chance to get the Great Wall in time. So I decided to give up on that. I wanted to get it, it won't work. Well, it happens. Instead, I'll go for something that'll help us to keep up with the AIs. I'm going for our first unique building. After mathematics, still want the upgrade to composite bows, and we will start working on bus 2 as soon as possible. That's food culture and some science here and there. So all the yields that are important to us. Before we get to bus 2, we need to develop our cities a little bit more population and more production so that we can get these buildings up in a reasonable time. And once we are done with them, or while we are working on them, we'll be researching writing. So once we are done with bus 2, we'll start working on libraries and get hopefully a decent amount of science so that we can keep up with the stronger AIs. I don't think you'll be able to start catching up to them, but I hope this is gonna prevent us from falling too far behind, like 10 plus tags behind. Oh, that's research. Of course, after that we go like steel physics and start thinking about some wars. And one more thing before we start playing. It's gonna be quite a lot of talking before we start playing. I want to return to the choices that I made for our religion last time, because there are some comments about that. And well, I just want to talk a little bit about how I'm making my choices. I actually already recorded this start once and talked about the choices that I made, because this time I feel quite strongly about the discussion that was about the religion. But I decided to re-record this and not use such not strong language, but just calm down a little bit. Just explain the choices that I made and just stop there. So first let's start with with the founder belief. I took Council of Elders. Well, Council of Elders is quite weak. Heroes Worship would have been better, yeah, but it wasn't available. And from the options that I had available, there was nothing really relevant. What I need right now is science and production. Well, I need everything, but these are two yields that are quite important for me. I know this is not for the capital, it's only for the holy city. All of that sucks, but once again, from the choices that I had, I think this one was still the best, and at least one city will catch up production-wise quickly, and I will have some bonus science to help me keep up. Really, I didn't see anything else there that would be relevant more than this one in any way. We would get a little bit of everything here and there from the other options, but all of it was just bad. So I think I took the least bad option. That's one thing, and then the one that's gonna take a bit longer to explain, scholarship. The way how I look at choices in this game often is there are two options. Either I take the best option for me and I don't look at what's left for the AIs, or I take on everything that's available and take something that's not like bad for me, but I don't want the AIs to have it because it gives them like huge snowball potential. And that's the case for scholarship. There probably were other options that would be better for me. And at this point, I'll say none of those options would be buildings. I will explain that later. Maybe food or maybe production would be better for me because it would help me develop cities faster. But when I'm thinking about like the Maya or Assyria with scholarship, that is really scary, and I don't want to fight against that. So that's why I decided to take that away from the AIs. That's the reason why I decided specifically for scholarship and no other like the scaling yield belief. Like, I don't know, you get those veneration, I think it's called, or thrift. All of those that give you yields based on followers. And then why I would never take a building at this point. So I'm making 8 fate per turn. Let's say cathedrals were mentioned specifically. So if I took cathedrals here, what would happen? To be able to get cathedrals, I need to spread the religion. So I will have 7 or 8 cities. For that, I need 4 missionaries. One missionary takes me 26 plus turns. I'm not sure if it's 26 or if I already invested a few turns into this guy. Yeah, I am getting a little bit of fate here and there from Barbarian kills, but even with that, if it gets to like 20 turns in average, that's 80 turns to get those missionaries that I need to spread my religion everywhere. That's a long time before I can start building those buildings. And during that time, I'm already getting yields from scholarship, while I wouldn't be getting anything from buildings. And then, in that time, I will already, where is it? I will get the filthy opener. So I will get access to religious buildings when I am done with spreading my religion, and I will always start building monasteries first because they give food and science. Those are the yields that I'm interested in. So I'm still not building the religious buildings that I would take as my follower belief. So I have just, if I took a building here, I have just wasted 150 turns worth of yields from scholarship. Like, I don't think that's a win. If I want to take a building as a follower belief, it's gonna be a second follower belief. I'll check what's left. The AIs tend to not prioritize buildings that much. So I will have always, or most of the time, I will have a decent option to take a building as a second follower belief. And after I take that, I will be able to build them in a reasonable time. And I don't think I'll be done, or basically I will be done spreading religion, building monasteries, and then I enhance my religion. I take the building, and then I'll be able to start fate buying them right away. So it's lined up much better. I hope it's understandable why I think that taking building here would be just a huge waste of yields. The only reason to take buildings here as the first founder belief for me, or follower belief for me, would be if there was one building that would be crucial for my strategy and I had to make sure that I don't lose it. So then I would take a building, but there isn't anything like that. So yeah, that's just an explanation. I apologize that it took me like 10 minutes to explain everything. It's a lot of talking, but in this case, because this is not the first time that it showed up in comments that I made a mistake basically by not taking a building as a first follower belief. And very often it's the same case as it is here. Taking them first means just you have access to them, but you can't really build them for a very long time. So it's better to take something else for me. Just an explanation. Okay, now we can start playing. Is there anything that we want to do here? Well, we want to go this way. And we want to end the turn, I think. I don't see anything else. Oh yeah, this disaster. So, kill this guy. Hide the Pathfinder. Heal him up. And we need to get down the Spearman there as soon as possible. But I have a feeling he might be too late. You can build me a mine. There's some extra yields. Okay, we are sending food to our capital, so we can just log the production. That's what, 10 turns? I'll just check here, it would be 9 turns. And what would be the difference on buildings? 1 turn. Actually, maybe I will prioritize the slightly faster growth. Then after the worker we want watermill. After that, arena, and that's what? That's 10, 18. Then probably one more building before we'll get the... or before we want to start building Bastu. And that's... We won't get any buildings from mathematics. So I'll just wait, I think, with the building after that. Next. Maybe I should have killed the swordman here. Because I don't see that horseman, I'll just run away. I really don't want him to snipe the Pathfinder. And I think I want the cattle improve first. Yeah, it's more food. Okay. Well, that's fine, I think. You will stay here. And you guys have to keep moving. Now, worker, what are you gonna do? Need to start working on the connections. 155 gold. In 2 turns we'll we want to get the upgrades. So let's save the money. And once we are done with the upgrades, we'll probably start paying for buildings. Next. There's mathematics. That's a lot of damage. Okay. You should be able to take that camp out pretty easily. That's gonna be another road. I think at this point I can just move up and even poke the horseman. But if I poke the horseman, he'll just run away. Excuse me. It's better to wait, shoot him first, then finish him off. And which of these arches is the most important one? Oh, we can get all three of them. The only one where it would be relevant, of course, can't be upgraded. Nope. Fortify. Almost there. Now you need to get cover. This should be a kill. This might be a kill as well. Because of all the horsemen that we managed to kill now, actually will give us the second missionary much faster than we would like naturally get him. So that's great. That we'll be able to spread the religion a little bit faster. Oh wait, this is actually the first missionary? I thought we already had one. I think I'll send this one to our capital first. And then we'll see. I really want to have the religion in the capital as soon as possible. Hopefully we find even more barbarians to kill after this, so that the second one also comes up a bit earlier. Now, growth. Get that. Growing in 10. Would this make a difference? 1 turn on the monument, 4 turns on the growth. That's bad. And Helsinki at size 4. We just finished the well. So next one, let's see. Next one we want the forge, and we probably want to work this tile. That's 11. Oh wait, this tile is not owned by Helsinki anymore. Yep. So we want to work this tile. Probably won't get the money to rush the buildings though in time. Let's see, can we sell something perhaps? We only have 1 copy of silver. What are we working on? Any luxuries? No. I could buy the copper, but I think... Yeah, there's only 1 civ left that's interesting. How much would you pay for copper? Not that much. You really could use some friends to trade with. Just get flat gold. Are there any luxuries? Anything left except for the copper? Oh, there's another copper. So there are actually 2 AIs that could potentially be interested in copper. No, there's nothing. Potentially the marble. I think I'll just buy a worker here. We could sell some horses once we improve them. So maybe the next thing we're gonna do is actually buy a worker instead of buying or paying for the forge. And I could just buy this tile. How long is it gonna take for the border to grow? Well, a long time. I need to get the monument first. Next. How much are the horses? 50, what is it, 5,805? That's quite a lot of money for just the plains. Next. And I made a mistake. I should have taken the social policy already. Oh well. Wasted a turn there. Wasn't there a swordsman somewhere? We definitely could use an escort for this guy. 64. Next. Yeah. Actually, where did I get the copper? Let's wait. I need to check. Where did the second copy come from? Oh, this is the swordsman. Okay, he's gonna die to the city-state. That sucks. We are losing quite a lot by not getting the kill. That swordsman is worth something. Probably even more than those horsemen. Let's wait. You can hide in this. Well, hide. You can go into the city to get the extra, or to give us the extra culture. And this is the tile. Start growing. And now, what do I buy first? 143 for the worker. How do I get an escort for the settler? I could send the composite bow. Fortify. Oh, we don't have access to stable yet. Okay. Stables will have to wait. Excuse me. Next. Losing grasp on Congo. That's here, right? So that's the militaristic city-state. Well, I can't do anything about it. We didn't get a quest from them. How many workers do we have? 5. We need more workers. I don't have time to train them. I don't really have the gold to buy them. I need to buy at least one so that I can start improving these tiles. Then I need to buy some units and then we can return to workers. Potentially... as we are spreading the religion, we could pop some workers here. Okay. Next. "30 turns away from that missionary." That's just such a long time. And yeah, you can even count the amount of turns that... or like the amount of yields that I would be losing if I didn't take... if I didn't take scholarship here, if I instead took a building. Now, 65 turns to grow. That's a very long time. Also need to buy tiles. I need the wheat. 36 turns. Okay, we'll have to wait here. Because when I get this worker and start improving the horses and the marble, that will give me more money faster that I then will be able to invest into tiles potentially. Now, the Pathfinder. Where do we send the Pathfinder? Let's actually send them with our units. Right now we are probably going Barbarian hunting. And it looks like we'll be able to just return home this way. So I'm gonna need these units as garrison for a while. Next. So how do we get protection in Fencka? That's a good question. Forge will give us some protection here. Probably forge into barracks, into arena. Thinking, what am I gonna do with this guy? Thinking about sending him north as well. Question is it safe for him to go through the desert without an escort? Or we could just build... I could improve the stone, but that's gonna be just one bad tile to work. I think it's better to improve or get the mine on the hill. Because that's gonna be buffed by the forge. Next. Okay. Now, how are we getting only 2 citizens? Now, intentionally send the missionary to our capital first, when he had 2 charges, so that he was like at full strength. Oh wait, we have the second copy of copper I forgot to sell. Oops. Hey, Barbarian. And another one. So, first of all, copper. Brazil and Bacal. If Brazil offers... No, I want to say if they offer a decent amount of money, I'll sell to them. But this would be... Would you pay 4 gold per turn? You would. How much would you pay? Well, also 4 gold per turn. In that case...
prossiga.
And somehow Stockholm now adopted religion without us helping more. Interesting. But I will take it. Yeah, and here we flip the whole city. Are capital cities more resistant to conversion even when they don't have religion? It seems we'll start working on the bus to right after the arena. How much are we missing for the worker? 38 gold. Well, 2 more turns. Go. Kabul seeks Great General. Well, we'll get the Great General at some point. May just get hit by the Spearman. And actually, because of the border growth, we can buy the worker right away. So where do we go first? I'd like to get the marble first. I hope that the worker will be safe there. And let's check the quests that we currently have. Get Great General. Yeah, at some point. Actually, I know that I'll be losing culture in the city and also happiness, but if it completes 2 quests for me, then I think it's worth it. There goes Great Wall. So you wouldn't even have engineering at this point. Ooh, that's a lot of barbarians. One, two, three, four. One more tile before we send the worker somewhere else, probably. One more mine. Wait. I wanted to start attacking the spearman. Maybe not the skirmisher, but The horseman with the spearmen can start attacking him. Should be able to take them out. Is there anything that will benefit from the granary? Nope. I think I'm still gonna build it. Really, there's nothing around here? Next. Okay, how long until we have the mine? 7 turns, 6 turns. Let's go forge. It's gonna boost 3 tiles. Forge into granary, into barracks, into arena, into Bastu. I have to do it this way. Next. Okay, I hope that the first tile that we got is the deer. So monument, watermill. Don't really need forge here, so it's just gonna be. I'm just trying to find buildings that are cheap and give us some production, but it's just the same thing. Barracks, forge, arena. Well, herbalist in this case. And that's just food. The production is from. Actually, wait, it's from camps. So if we get the deer, then herbalist would be pretty relevant. Let's wait a turn. We'll see how the border grows. 11, 12. That's 18, 23. So until we are done with the forge, I think I'll be working this tile. Just out of curiosity, how many tags do you guys have? 19, we have 15, 17, 19, 20 for Morocco. Holy crap, how is he doing so well? He has a great library. That probably explains it. 17, 17, 17. Not that bad yet. Next. Okay, good. We got the deer. Which means... Herbalist after the watermill. No. After watermill and granary. Is this finally a kill? One more turn. Fortify. I have to move in a way that the skirmisher loses me. Hopefully he won't follow me across the river. Don't have time to waste with him. I wouldn't be able to kill him anyway. I'll just hit him, then he would run away. Or maybe attack me and run away. Let's wait with Busty here. Won't really give us that much in this case. It's a lot of culture from it though. Next. Yep. As expected. Where the hell did this guy come from? This is a pretty important camp for us. I hope that Indonesia can't one-shot him. Did he go... He went progress, so he doesn't have the bonus against barbarians. I hope that he hits him and gets him low enough so that I can finish him off, because with 2 attacks, he can most likely kill him. Let's get the culture before market. How does it look like with the road here? 2 turns. So you're gonna build the road. Does it matter? No. We want to have village here and here. These are gonna be farms. So I can build the road here. Doesn't matter at all. That's a lot of barbarians. Okay, I'm pretty curious what's gonna happen up here. So one more turn. You can keep working. We'll have to see what the composite boat decides to do. Next. They switched. Oh, come on. Another one. I'll actually be in trouble here. I still can't embark. What I could do is jump over the river. If I do that, I'll end up in the swamp. I could go here, here, then go over the river. Okay, one more turn. Yep, this is what I was afraid of. Fine. And they're not attacking. Hey, that's not fair. I needed your help. Okay, well, I'll have to think about this a little bit. So we're gonna make a cut here. I think in the next episode we're gonna lose this spearman. If I lose him, I'm actually gonna lose the archer. Depends also on what the skirmisher decides to do. It's definitely gonna be close. But well, we'll see about that. We are done with this episode, so I hope that you liked it. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.